Now, hundreds of people in the Gaza Strip are taking refuge as the Israeli military pounds the region with airstrikes.
Gaza's overwhelmed. Hospitals are still working to help the injured, but the situation is very, very dire as many of Gaza's people fight for survival. Among those struggling to stay safe is Emilee Rauschenberger, who's trapped in Gaza and whose father lives in Bonita Springs. Wink News reporter Claire Galt is in the studio. Claire, you spoke to Emilee. What is her current situation?
She is safe in a shelter with her husband and her family. They're close to Gaza's border with Egypt in case they get the call to leave. But Emilee fears that that call is not coming anytime soon. Emilee Rauschenberger, her husband, and her 5 kids have spent nearly 2 weeks trapped in Gaza, moving from shelter to shelter, eating stale bread and drinking water that comes on a cart pulled by a horse. But Emilee Rauschenberger, her husband, and her 5 kids still manage to smile.
This is one of my twins, Zaid.
Nice to meet you.
He's 10.
Thursday was my first time meeting 10-year-old Zaid and his brothers and sisters.
It's my oldest daughter, Nora.
Hi.
Come here, Tarek. This is my 12-year-old. She looks much taller than that. He's taller than me.
I talked with his mom, Emily, and Grandpa John in the first days of the war. John, who lives in Bonita Springs, came to me, hoping a news story might get the attention of the Biden administration and our congressman, and maybe they'd help get his family out of harm's way. The family of 7 went to Gaza to visit Emilee's husband's family farm. My story worked. The federal government is now on the case. But will they get out of Gaza? No one knows.
There's no way to buy meat anymore. There's no water in the tap, and you have to wait hours in bread lines to get some bread. But our cooking gas went out as well. There's still immense amount of bombing at night. We had quite a few strikes in our area 2 nights ago, and so it's a bit unnerving to go to bed at night, but you don't really have any other choice. There's nowhere else to go, so we're just waiting at this point.
Twice, Emilee and everyone have gone to the border, hoping to cross into Egypt, only to be turned away. She told me during our Zoom call she can distract her little ones from their scary reality, but there's no fooling 14-year-old Nora.
It's not safe. And also, when you are at the border, like, you're there, you can see the gates. You're at the gate and you can just walk through to the side, but you can't. Like, it's infuriating.
Emilee told me it's hard to explain to her children why they can't leave. Even harder when they hear about Americans in Israel getting out safely.
The Biden left Israel and nothing is resolved is again heartbreaking, and yet we don't have anything. We have nothing, and we have no bomb shelters, we have no warnings, we have no guidance at all. I don't understand why our lives are put in jeopardy.
So they wait, they pray, and they make their best attempt at
Surviving.
The president, during his visit to Israel, did get the Israelis to agree to allow humanitarian aid into Gaza. But Emilee told me she doesn't understand why nothing was done about the Americans trapped there. She said she and her family have nothing to do with this war, and yet their lives are in jeopardy.